Welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. To start today off, we have the fact that the Joker 2 official trailer has dropped, the new one. And I have to say, I don't think the movie looks as good as the first one. Though, to be fair, I guess, when I first watched the trailer for the original Joker, I didn't think it looked that great either. I actually didn't watch Joker until like 2021, 2022, and it came out, 2019? So I was sorely mistaken, as I really enjoyed the first Joker. But I do think that this one's going to be worse due to it being a musical. And I may actually like it less if it ends up feeling more like a typical DC movie, as what I liked about the original Joker was how, like, I literally did, like, if I didn't see that it was called Joker, I wouldn't have known that it was a Joker movie until, like, he actually put on the face paint and shit. And I really liked that, because it showed that the movie could stand on its own, and it shows what genre you can really make a comic book movie. Like, they don't all have to be, like, super witty or funny or, super action-heavy. You can really make something that tugs on your emotional heartstrings. I don't think Joker 2 is going to be able to capture that same magic, although I am excited to see Lady Gaga's performance. Apparently, GTA 6 may not be very different from GTA 5 by the looks of things. And if that's not the case, people are definitely going to be disappointed, including myself. We've waited so fucking long. That'd be like if Persona 6 ended up just being like Persona 5 2. Like, we've waited so long, I kind of want something better than Persona 5, you know? I mean, Persona 5, in my opinion, is a near perfect game, so I'd still buy the shit out of Persona 6 if it was almost identical. And really, the same could be said with GTA 6. Like, they could just make it GTA 5 expansion at this point, and people would still buy the shit out of it. But we've waited, what, 10 years? It'll be like 12 years by the time it actually comes out. We need some significant changes here. But I don't know how reputable this claim even is, as they're an ex-Rockstar dev, so who knows when they were taken off of the team, right? Like, maybe the development outlook has changed since then, due to how long the game's been in development, and it's actually going to be wildly different. Because, I mean, the story seems different enough. Breakdancing is going to become an official event at the Paris Olympics. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. An actual reason to watch the Olympics for someone who's not into your traditional sports. Like, honestly, I think breakdancing is so fucking cool. You have to be so talented to be able to do it. Could you imagine, like, spinning on your head like a fucking Beyblade? That seems to me way more interesting to watch than just another sport of a guy kicking a ball into a net. You know what I'm saying? As for the esports Olympic Games being created, I don't know how to feel about that one. I mean, I think it's cool. And it's definitely for the best that it'll be branded as its own event, as opposed to being lumped with the rest of the Olympics, because I can just imagine your average Olympics fan, like, seeing that esports counted, and then they just fucking mock the shit out of it. But I don't know if esports should really classify as, like, an Olympic-branded thing, you know? Like, the Olympics are such a big event, I don't know if I could see esports reaching the same breadth of people, at least yet. Although, maybe that's the Olympics' goal, is to increase esports' overall viewership, and do more things to actually make them feel like more organized events, you know? And if that's the case, I could definitely see esports actually being able to take off. Now, I guess I should address a big issue that has been going around, being the allegations that Kris Tyson, formerly of Mr. Beast, has been facing recently regarding, you guessed it, having sexual relations with a minor. Wow. Like, fucking, why does everyone keep getting exposed for something now? First it was Dr. Disrespect, then it was Cody Ko, now it's Kris Tyson. Like, what the fuck? Thankfully, it seems as though the main allegations that Kris Tyson were facing have been denied, even by the person that was allegedly affected. They've come out, their name is Lava, and they essentially stated that they were not groomed by Kris, and that they didn't meet Kris by themselves, and instead met them with their family, and all that was exchanged between them was inappropriate jokes when they were 13. I've seen other allegations pop up as well, but none of them are being covered by a whole bunch of, like, super verified news sources. Instead, they're really just being covered by, like, online people on Twitter that you would see, so I don't really feel comfortable addressing them. I believe the situation with Lava is the only really confirmed one, and I believe that Kris has been basically confirmed innocent at this point by Lava, who has said all these things. And like why would the person who was allegedly affected by Kris Tyson's lie about what had actually happened? Like, are people going to claim, like, oh, Mr. Beast threatened this guy so it wouldn't ruin his reputation or something? Like, no, that obviously didn't happen. Although I do find it weird that now, because of these allegations, Kris Tyson has decided to, in fact, step away from everything related to Mr. Beast. Now, I understand why a lot of people are immediately taking this as, oh, they must be guilty then if they're stepping away. But I think that this could easily just be Mr. Beast going into a fucking panic mode where he's like, oh shit, like, even if these allegations aren't true, since his audience is majority kids, if the parents maybe heard the kids talking like, oh my god, what's a fucking pedophile, or what's a groomer, they'd be like, what the fuck are you watching? So it might just be like a PR move from Jimmy here, which wouldn't really look good on Jimmy's part, because I don't think Jimmy should axe out his best friend if they don't have completely 100% proven allegations. It could also be just Kris wanting to get out of the public eye, too, because they've faced so much controversy and everything, even for their transition. Not saying that they should have, obviously, but maybe they just decided that it was best to step away from the online sphere. But regardless, this is fucking huge, because Kris is the OG Mr. Beast member, aside from Mr. Beast himself, and if he's truly gone, then wow, it's really an end of an era for the channel. Inside Out 2 has officially become the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Now, I'm not going to spend fucking more than 30 seconds on this shit, as I've already talked about its growth as it has went on, but I just wanted to give you guys an update because I know I've covered all of its other milestones, and I'll just say one last time, how the fuck is this the highest grossing animated movie of all time? That's all I'll fucking say. Go watch basically any of my other Kiesel news, and you'll see my opinion on why this shouldn't be number one. Like, the fucking Toy Story exists. That's enough of a reason. Skibidi Toilet is officially being turned into a fucking movie and TV franchise by Michael Bay, of all people. This is some of the fucking craziest news, aside from the Trump and Biden shit, in a long time, man. Like, it takes a long time for YouTubers to make it into the mainstream, first of all, and now you have Skibidi Toilet making it into the mainstream only after like a year. And apparently, an idea for the movie is to make it like a live action and animated hybrid, which, oh my god, that'd be the one way that they could make Skibidi Toilet more cursed than it is now. Imagine that fucking toilet head in live action. You know what? Michael Bay should play him too. That would just make it even more cursed. But it was suggested that it would be like John Wick in the sense of the animated live action hybrid. And what? I don't recall John Wick having any form of animated sequences. Like, does it mean CGI and live action? Like, what is it talking about here? Like, obviously CGI would be involved. It's fucking Skibidi Toilet. Now, obviously, me not being from Gen Alpha, I don't know every detail of the Skibidi Toilet plot, so I don't know how it could actually translate into movies and TV, but it seems pretty crazy to me that they actually think they can go this far. Like, is the lore really that big? Is there that many characters that they could do, like, fucking Skibidi Toilet spin-offs? Man, I'm both extremely scared for this and extremely excited at the same time. Like, it would mean that we would actually have a film franchise based on a literal meme, and an entire film franchise that you could just make fun of, like, universally. And can we just fucking talk about how Michael Bay is doing this? That would mean that it could be fucking animated like Transformers. Like, oh my god, imagine fucking Optimus Prime in Skibidi Toilet. Dude, Hasbro could acquire the rights to make Skibidi Toilet toys, and then kids would have this shit like on their bedroom shelf. Oh god. Hugh Jackman apparently wants to do a Marvel project with Tom Holland. Now, when I initially read this headline, I thought that they were talking about Tom Holland himself, and they were like, yeah, that'd be cool, and he's young, we could abuse him. And I was like, what the fuck? But no, they're talking about the Spider-Man character, and yes, Wolverine and Deadpool would definitely probably make fun of Peter Parker, and it'd be a very cool interaction, I will admit. Unfortunately, I don't really see what upcoming project they could really meet in, aside from Secret Wars, so we may have to wait a while to see this. As if COD Modern Warfare 3 couldn't get worse, apparently, Activision sold an AI-generated skin for Modern Warfare 3. Now, we don't know what skin this is, I believe, but does it fucking matter, man? Like, what? Come on, you can't do that. It's made by AI. What the fuck? It's Activision, so it's not like we should be surprised. They'd obviously pull something like this. But I hope this gets attention, and it's just another excuse to shit on the franchise that is Call of Duty right now. I know that everyone's hype about Black Ops 6 and whatever, but people still admit that this game's pretty shit. So, do you remember that computer crash that just happened a few days ago, caused by CrowdStrike? Well, you know, they feel really fucking bad for what happened, right? So they're giving all their customers $1 million. No, just fucking kidding. They're giving them each a $10 Uber Eats gift card. What the fuck? Like, okay, you could argue that they didn't have to pay back anything, but are we going to talk about how they gave a $10 Uber Eats gift card? Like, you could have gave them $10, and it would have been more normal than a $10 Uber Eats gift card. Like, why Uber Eats? Was Uber Eats like, yo, CrowdStrike, we feel really bad for you, so we'll pay off this entire thing. We'll give you free Uber Eats gift cards. Yeah, new conspiracy theory right there. Uber Eats paid CrowdStrike to promote their business. To end the day off, we have a little goof and gaff story, being that Jake and Logan Paul are offering $12 million to buy the hat that Trump was wearing during the assassination attempt. $12 million is way too fucking steep of a price for that shit. I guarantee you, even the person with the most interactions on Twitter, because of this, hasn't made $12 million. And I guarantee you the Secret Service didn't make $12 million with their job protecting Trump. So I definitely don't think the hat is worth that much, but if you really want it, then go for it, I guess. Maybe Jake and Logan could use it during one of their fucking boxing matches and see if the hat has, like, magical healing powers or magical protection powers, and they won't lose any battle again because of it.